accolades: 1996 Top 5 Max 24 Gauteng, F&B Youth Entrepreneurship Award, 99 City Year Youth Ambassador Massachusetts, 2002 First South African Intern at Def Jam Records, 2009 Top 50 Influential and Popular Celebrity in SA, 2009 2 years Audi Ambassador, 2012 Most Progressive Young Entrepreneur, Forbes Africa July issue, Top 13, 2013 GQ, Top 5 Best Dressed. I mean, like the list goes on. Touch.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about. See, the difference with the speaker that you had before and me is he touched you. I think he touched you from a point of his presentation was scientific, and I come with a philosophical approach to life, and more I speak from the mind to the heart. Some people speak to your heart to the mind. I don't take it for granted that I'm standing here and I'm going to share a testimony more than sharing I'm not here to give you a presentation of how to. I'm telling you how I'm doing it. What I'm about to share is idiosyncratically my DNA testimony. No one walks my journey but me. And maybe my journey can bless you. Because the last time I checked, I was born in a 4-room house in Shopville, Mareka Street. I was a home birth. My mom didn't have the luxury to go to Linwood Hospital or Sunninghill Hospital, but I'm here today. And I hire 44 people who have medical aid. So you and I might have started, we might have started from a rough journey, but the truth of the matter is we don't look back, because people who look back commemorate monuments, and people who look forward are always a movement. So if you're looking forward to my presentation, you're a movement too. No single human being come to this world from the point of entry to the point of departure. You did not have anything in common with Warren Buffett, Barack Obama, Nelson Mandela, who did Vusi use, Mike Shuttleworth. Nobody, all of us, between the inception of your journey to the day you leave here, we had one thing in common with those people. And what it is we had a gift. The difference is we are nurtured in environments where we don't have tolerance for greatness. When we talk about gifts, it's interesting to tell you this. Nobody in this room is born without a gift. I disagree. Because we are fashioned and made in the likeness of the great one. Those who's celebrating Eid today. I know Ramadan came to an end yesterday. Whoever is Muslim. If you're Muslim, I'd like to acknowledge you, but let me talk about my God for 2 seconds. The last time I checked is all of us are gifted. And one thing about a gift is if your gift does not provoke people around you, you're not gifted enough. If you want to test how gifted you are, tell your boss at that time, Matona, in 2009, that in 2016, you're going to own your radio station. And she'll look at you and say, you don't even have a primetime show. What makes you think you're going to own a station? Because your gift is supposed to stimulate you to have ideas that scares you. If they don't scare you enough, then that's not truly your idea. That is not what you're supposed to do. Now the difference is we are nurtured in environments that don't celebrate gifted people easily. Because when you are too gifted, haven't you seen when a child is too excited? I remember growing up, I used to go to weddings and funerals, and my aunt will slap me and say, stop it. Utabile too much, king away. Why is it yes, there is a sign of low tolerance for greatness. Why is it a crime that I'm too excited about who I am? Because we were nurtured in environments that have low tolerance for greatness. Soon as you grow up in society and you stand out as a girl, 18 years old, beautiful as you are, making love to iMac and Hewlett Packard, IBM and Steve Jobs, you spending nights researching, and they say, what makes you think you're special? On a Friday night when everybody's in town to go and turn up, and you busy researching, working on your destiny. It's because we are around people who have low tolerance for greatness. And your formula of your social structure provokes them because they are not thinking like you, so they'll single you out and ostracize you. The best thing that can happen to you is to allow the very same people you expect them to give you soft arm to drop you hard, because they give you enough juice to ascend to a level that you can't even fathom. You didn't hear what I said. So the journey of TBO Touch. I look at everything that I've done in my life. It is unconventional. My grandparents never had a grape tree. Today I produce the finest grapes in the country. A bottle is 3,000 rand if you want to buy one. It's one of the most expensive wine. Not because my name is on it. It's proven so with the workmanship that went into the wine. Never had a single grape tree. Did that define me? No. I land in Stellenbosch and I look at acres of land that make my wine. Did you get what I said?
Yeah.
Never had a grape tree. Pause that. Pause that. You might have heard the best way to success and follow every step, but let me tell you something. Sometimes your destiny is in a mess, and there's no formula of getting out of a mess. It's a mental disposition. Those who have the mind to say, I am going to hit the bull's eye and face my situation and not live in the suspense of pain, because the most biggest challenge we have is we have challenges. Everybody in this room, we all got a challenge today. I'll tell you right now. Don't look at me like you're Alice in Wonderland and life is good. Everybody in here, oh yeah, everybody in here has a challenge. I have a challenge. I just paid 44 salaries yesterday. It doesn't feel good. All of us have a challenge. You know, I lose weight every time it's the 25th, like just to see all of that money coming out their account. But everybody in here has a challenge. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you are going to maximize and achieve maximum result in any challenge you're facing, you've got to live present to the pain, present to the challenge, because whenever you need to do or put yourself or indulge in anything to put you in suspense of the pain, maybe you might say, let me take a shot of tequila, let me take, whatever it is that you do to live in suspense of the pain. Listen, I sometimes wish my challenges could just move. And I just wake up in a state of some tranquility. But what I realized is, if I don't presently live through the challenge of being who I am, there's no way I am going to reap the benefits that comes with being victorious after having faced my challenges bull's eye. Now, people who always want to be cushioned when they're going through something, I promise you don't know how to handle success easily, because what goes in keeping it is determined by what goes in getting it. Listen, if you paid your dues in this business and some little tinny-winny walks up to you, like, hello, let me tell you something. I am Radio 101. I say that because I've completed my 10,000 hour principle. If you read Malcolm Gladwell, you probably know that too. Anytime you've paid your dues, that's why guys who get off the penitentiary or get off the, of the orange uniform, they say, I paid my time. The difference with that, the fact that they say they paid their time, is because of the sacrifice that went in there. Now the difference with them is they didn't pay their time out of merit or out of being significant in society. They landed there without a choice. Now they didn't pay their time. Now you, similar, should have the very same pride. If you've done full years of grade 12 and you are now going into university, you paid your dues to be in school. If you're entering a second phase of university level, you've paid your dues to be there. So why do you go to school and behave like a second-class citizen when you are paying your first-class time to serve what you've got to do? You are not there because your parents forced you to walk there. You made a conscious decision to become somebody significant. One thing I fail with understanding black people, somebody very wealthy said to me, why go into wine? And I said, what would you suggest I go into? No, because we've allowed conventional thinking to shape how we position ourselves in a business place. If you look at everything that I've done, not a single black person has done it. And if they've done it, they've never done greater than I've done. Yeah. Lastly, no hashtag is going to win the battle of data. I've been sitting with Minister Siyabonga Gwe in the telecom space. And I don't have to be on social media to show them. But you know that we are winning that battle of data? Hello? No hashtag. Yes, we are winning that battle. I don't have to be loud and respond. What happened to data? You cannot win it over a hashtag on social media. You gotta spend money. You gotta have the right lawyers. You got to spend. If I ask anybody on social media to say, guys, put 1 minute in my account so you can find data, I promise you nobody else will. That's who we are. So the fact that one person made noise around data and today has become a serious discourse, I'm happy. Something's got to happen. You gotta go out and disrupt. After data, we are going for banks. Watch. Thank you.
As a start-up company of a beauty product for hair and skin, we make it and we sell it. My question to you is, the product is there, but how do you package?
The reason why you go across town to get your hair done, how many salons do you pass? I shave my hair 45 kilometers. It probably cost me $300 petrol to burn it back and forth. But there's a way, and it's removing hair, man. There's no style in removing hair. But the towel they use, the temperature of water they put on me, and that's the very same thing that's gonna make Touch HD become your station of choice. We positioned ourselves not to be seen as black excellence. We positioned ourselves to be seen as excellence. Because I don't know what your subjective definition of black is. So because I'm struggling with understanding that, I'm going to know what the definition of excellence is. And that's what you're going to put out there.
I wanted to know, how do you manage to impart innovation within the people that you work with? Considering that I'm a startup, I want to know how you manage that.
You asked the question around how do you use your innovation, right, to be able to grow in business. The problem with labeling yourself startup, you're going to always be startup in your thinking. There's no idea that you didn't start that, it just got passed on to you. There's no idea that the sun is you. Trust me when I tell you. The mental disposition of somebody that says, I'm a startup business, already attract startup budgets. So, if you are going to challenge me, the fact that I came into this world and I saw the sun before you does not make me wiser than you. I should respect you actually to having the same idea dawn on you at your any stage or wherever you are. And that's what the definition of innovation is. Innovation is, now that it's fell in the palm of my hands, what do I do with it? Don't label yourself as a startup, because the word innovation is synonymous to success, not startup. Startup means I just started today. But what we do today and what we accomplish by 5 p.m. could be far greater. We care.